The woman followed another man back to pay respects to her deceased former husband, but at the station, she saw a scene that filled her with shame and remorse. Her husband had been dead for 10 years, yet their dog was still waiting at the station entrance, day after day. Never leaving, the dog had grown old. 10 years is almost a lifetime for a dog. Such loyalty is hard for even humans to achieve. This stray dog she had picked up had remained faithful from beginning to end. The coffee vendor, nearby, silently turned away, wiping his tears. Perhaps only he knew what the dog had been through over those 10 years. 10 years ago, music professor Parker encountered a lost puppy at the station. He initially tried to find its owner, but had no success, so he eventually took it home. In the following days, Parker learned from a Japanese colleague that it was an Akita dog from Japan. A wooden tag engraved with the character Hachi hung from its neck, which in Japanese culture symbolizes good fortune. After learning this, Parker decided to name him Hachi and keep him. Although his wife was against having a dog, the puppy's cuteness and their daughter's affection for it allowed Hachi to stay. Hachi and Parker developed a deep bond. Every morning, Hachi would accompany his master to the station, and at 5 p.m. sharp, would wait on the flower bed in front of the station for Parker's return, rain or shine. In scorching heat or bitter cold, this became their silent ritual. One day, Hachi acted unusually, and to try to stop his master from going to work, for the first time fetched the ball Parker had thrown. His colleague had once mentioned that Akitas don't typically fetch balls, and if one suddenly does, there must be a special reason, but Parker didn't pay it much mind and went to work as usual. That afternoon, Parker suddenly collapsed during his lecture and passed away, but Hachi didn't know it. Still went to the station at the usual time waiting. From that day on, Hachi appeared punctually on the flower bed every day, hoping for its master's return. Unable to bear the grief of losing her husband, Parker's wife sold the house and moved away. Hachi was taken in by their daughter, but as the familiar surroundings faded into the distance, the light in his eyes dimmed. Realizing this was no longer his home, Hachi returned to the familiar station and resumed his usual spot, waiting for Parker to emerge from the station. Parker's daughter came looking for him, understanding that Hachi would be there. It was his unwavering devotion to his master. Back at her home, Hachi remained despondent, even refusing to eat. Only the distant sound of train whistle could capture his attention. Seeing the longing in Hachi's eyes, his daughter understood his heart's desire. From then on, Hachi became a stray dog once more. The vendor wasn't too surprised to see Hachi return and greeted him as usual. And so the flower bed became Hachi's home. When hungry, he would scavenge for food along the nearby streets. At night, after watching the vendor pack up, it would rest on the abandoned railway tracks. A journalist published his story in a newspaper. Moved by his loyalty, people sent food and donations. Parker's colleague also saw the newspaper and went to the station, he bidding Hachi farewell in Japanese.
ゆう子お前の気持ちわかる。ここで待ちたいならここでだったら長生きしてくれよハチ。
Day after day, Hachi waited steadfastly, and this wait lasted 10 years. On a cold winter night, in its fading consciousness, it seemed to see Parker walking toward him. This time, Hachi finally leaped into his master's warm embrace.